Ever wonder how antibiotics know where to strike? Picture a bacterial fortress and now imagine the perfect set of weapons designed to break down each cell. In today's episode of MedMadness, we are diving into the battlefield of antimicrobial mechanisms. How these life-saving drugs target bacterial structures and why this matters so much for your USMLE Step 1. Let's start with the basics. Bacteria survive through very specific biological process. Building walls, synthesizing proteins, replicating their DNA. Antibiotics are crafted to interrupt one of these core life functions. Cell wall synthesis inhibitors like penicillins, cephalosporins, and vancomycin are the first line of attack. They target peptidoglycan, a key component of bacterial cell wall. Without it, the bacteria essentially burst from osmotic pressure. Penicillin G and V are classic narrow-spectrum drugs sensitive to beta-lactamase. These are great for treating Streptococcus pyogenes, syphilis, and Neisseria meningitis. Moving to broader coverage, we have amoxicillin and ampicillin, which hit the HELPS box. Haemophilus influenza, E. coli, Listeria, and more. And then there is nafcillin, the go-to for methicillin-sensitive Staph aureus. Hence a mnemonic, use NAF for staph. For serious gram-negative infections like Pseudomonas, piperazolline comes into play. Usually paired with tazobactam, this is a beta-lactamase inhibitor that shields the penicillin from being destroyed. Now, cephalosporins come in 5 generations. The first generation, think PEC, PECK. This helps you to remember Proteus, E. coli, and Klebsiella. The second generation, add HENS, HENS. Haemophilus influenzae, Enterobacter, Neisseria, and Serratia. By the time you hit the third generation like ceftriaxone, you have got broad coverage and CNS penetration. Perfect for meningitis, gonorrhea, and Lyme disease. Fourth generation, cefepime. This brings a Pseudomonas coverage, and fifth generation, like ceftaroline, is the only beta-lactam effective against MRSA. To combat the resistant bugs, we have beta-lactamase inhibitors, clavulanic acid, avibactam, sulbactam, and tazobactam, easily remembered with the mnemonic CAST. CAST. These are always combined with penicillins to prevent beta-lactamase from destroying the antibiotic. Then there are heavy hitters. Carbapenems like imipenem and meropenem have the broadest spectrum. Imipenem is given with cilastatin to protect it from degradation, hence the phrase keeps it statin. But be cautious, seizures are a known side effect. Monobactams like Astrionam only cover aerobic gram negatives, and they are a safe choice in penicillin allergy. Then comes vancomycin, which binds D-alanine residues to block the cell wall synthesis. It's a powerhouse against MRSA, MRSA, and also Clostridium difficile and Enterococcus. But rapid infusion can cause red band syndrome, a histamine-mediated flushing reaction. It's also nephrotoxic and ototoxic. Now let's talk about resistance. Some bacteria produces beta-lactamase enzymes like E. coli and Klebsiella, which literally break the beta-lactam ring. MRSA modifies its penicillin binding proteins to PBP2A via the MEK-A gene, making it untouchable by regular penicillins. And vancomycin resistant Enterococcus, or VRE, swaps out D-ala for D-ala-D-lac, meaning vancomycin just cannot bind anymore. These resistance mechanisms are pure USMLE gold, so don't just memorize them, understand the logic. It's about the drug's target and how the bacteria can alter the target to survive. So to recap, antimicrobials are not just random killers, they are precision tools. Penicillins and cephalosporins break the wall. Carbapenems and monobactams go broad. Vancomycin binds the wall from a different angle. And resistance? It's just the bacteria getting smarter, changing the locks while we find new keys. Stick with these core ideas and you will find questions on mechanisms, bugs, and resistance much easier to tackle. You are not just learning antibiotics, you are learning strategy. Keep that confidence up and I will see you next episode. You have got this. And this is Dr. Ram here from MedMadness.